Hi, this is Alex. Welcome back.
So, usually we start with our updates on our current project. So, I have not worked on my project for about a week now because I'm busy doing my literature review, which is due on next Monday. How about you, Alex?
Well, I've been multitasking, doing both the literature review, which is also due on Monday, and the experiment. But yeah, so lately the experiment has not been great because there's been a bit of a mishap with computers at the uni where they suddenly decided to stop functioning while I was taking measurements, and I lost.
That's very convenient, isn't it?
Yeah, no, I lost all my data, like all of it. All 2 weeks of data have been generated. I was like, no.
Did you not save it somewhere else?
But it's supposed to save automatically to the data store, the university cloud thing.
Yeah, and data store.
Mm-hmm. But the program itself doesn't allow an Ethernet cable to be plugged in and record at the same time. So basically, if the program doesn't record well, if there's a Ethernet cable plugged in, and I have no idea why.
So someone just pulled it out?
No, you have to put it out to be able to record. That's the thing. You have to pull it out to be able to record without interference.
Right, and you have to put it back in.
Yes, but afterwards the computer just didn't want to know that it was connected to the Ethernet.
That is odd. Why is that? Is it just how things are set up?
I have no idea. But it caused a lot of panic last night, to say the least.
I can see that.
Yeah, so now I'm just redoing all the experiments in one day tomorrow, because I know how to do them, but it's just going to be a bit intense of a day to record everything.
I know, it's busy day for you tomorrow.
Yeah, very busy.
Are you planning to come in early?
Well, not earlier than I usually do, but I do plan on staying a bit later than I do usually.
Which is?
I usually stay till 5-ish, so like 5:30, 6-ish, but I might have to stay until 7. Well, each recording takes half an hour. That's without doing the baseline before, so...
Right.
And I need to do 7 recordings.
7?
Yes, and I need to prepare everything beforehand, which takes about 2 to 3 hours.
Just to prepare for a set-up?
Just to set up everything, yeah, because we have to make sure there's no RNA or dread present on the chamber, that the strips have been blocked, the nanoparticles have been blocked, and blah, de blah, de blah. Just loads of things. Make sure the program wants to function with us today. Basically, you have to make an offerings to the gods and hope for the best. But yeah.
Oh dear, that sounds intense. Well, I think I have a bit of mishap with computers as well, or in IT in general. So, listeners, I usually work from home at night. So I leave at 5 and then start working again about 8 till bedtime. I have this facility where I can remote desktop my work PC from my MacBook at home. But lately, someone been turning my computer completely off. It means I could not access my data or any of the programs that I've been running on my PC. Work PC, because I use R and I was running some code, and then I'll go home because it takes about half an hour to run the code, and when I get back I want to check the result. But yesterday when I went back home, tried to access my PC work and it was properly shut down, and then none of the coding results were saved.
So it's a bit like my problem.
Yeah, I came in, I was so angry because it happens like twice this week. It happened yesterday and today. Usually I just leave my computer on, like just sleep. I just log out. I never turn it off.
Is there someone new in the office? I wouldn't know.
No, there's no one new in the office. So there's nothing changed in the office.
That's odd.
That's really odd, yeah. But when I came in, like all the computers in the office are like shut down. Which they are not, because none of us shut down our computers because we do leave things running overnight. So it feels like someone just intruder just come in and tried to have a laugh.
Could it be the cleaners?
The cleaner never done that before.
Different cleaner?
It could be a new cleaner, like, oh, why are these people wasting electricity and not turning the computer off? And like, I'll save the world, I'll save the planet, I'm going to turn it off. So yeah, I also angry because my time I wasted. I could have done more, but no.
Well, welcome to the club.
I know, yeah. IT mishap.
Yeah, well, more like experimental problems where
That involves
lots of
IT.
data. Yeah, well, yeah, it's very IT centered lately, but you could have always different problems where, for example, you pipette the wrong solution into the main one and cover your electrode with salts instead of the right DMSO solution.
Yeah, fair enough. One of the PhD student in my group, her simulation runs for 3 days, and then after 2 days, someone turned the computer off, and everything was gone, and she had to rerun it again.
She must have been fuming.
She was beyond fuming, if there's a word to describe that. Like 2 days in a row happened to her. So not only I'm affected, the rest of the group members are affected just because our kind of research that relies on computers.
Yeah, no, I feel you, because like the data I lost, it was basically 3 days work, because you have to prepare the experiment on day one and then get all the things ready.
Yeah.
Day two, you start the functionalization and you prepare everything. And then day three, you block the stuff you functionalized the day before, and then you finally measure it. So until day three, you don't know if stuff has actually worked.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Oh my god.
And we had a good result. Like, well, it wasn't the one we expected, but we had a good result. Like, we had everything. It was just didn't want to export.
Yeah, because compared to last week, you said the result wasn't not expected.
So, people last week, because I'm not quite sure I updated you in the last episode, but I had results that weren't expected, but there was loads of shenanigans that happened in the meantime, which for me, having results at that time and that point in time in my experiment was just a huge deal, and I was really happy. And being told that those weren't the ones we expected didn't really matter, because we're still results. It's still showing that something was happening in the chamber. And yeah, so then doing the second experiment to confirm that and having a longer centrifugation time just to make sure we had more of the sample itself just proved, that there was, again, a reaction in the chamber, and I was really happy. Again, it looked somewhat weird, but it was really nice to know that it worked. But yeah, so then knowing this morning, walking in, I'm going to have a look at the data and probably going to do some computational analysis on Excel or something like that. Go log on the computer, see that there's nothing in the folder.
No.
Then I go in the lab, I check the computer in the lab. In the program, there's nothing in the program either, even though it was recorded and saved within the program as a copy. So what
happens? It just lost?
Everything's just disappeared. Literally, the results are somewhere in the ether right now.
Have you asked the IT people?
The IT people are the ones that, they tweak the computer so many times to make the program know the work on their laptops. I'm not even quite sure if they're still working, but something's gone wrong along the line somewhere. I don't know if it's on Nova side, I don't know if it's on IT side, but something's gone wrong.
So, while I was running my code, I was doing nothing. And I was playing... Nothing. Well, my computer's doing something. I was just waiting for it. So I was playing on my phone, and I always check the weather app. Yeah, I don't know why. Every hour, I need how the weather's gonna be like. If it's raining, I know because we're in Scotland, it's gonna be raining in the next hour.
Well, to be fair,
I still check it.
It's not been raining that much lately in Scotland. So
not jinx that.
Hey! In the last few weeks, it was okay, and from September.
Not jinx it.
Yeah, I'm not jinxing it. I'm touching wood right now, listeners. We are touching wood just to make sure we're not jinxing it. No, that's not wood. That's polyester.
Oh God, I cannot find wood. Never mind.
But yeah, so. Lately, from September onwards, we were blessed with, every morning we get at least
some sun.
Yeah, we get some sun. If it's not cloudy outside, we'll have sun until about 3 o'clock when it sunsets.
Yeah, but because I live here for quite a while, so I have trust issues with the weather.
Trust issues,
yeah. I don't know how to mend that. It's like a permanent damage there. So I always bring waterproof wherever I go. If it's sunny, I know it's a trek because we're in Scotland. It can be sunny one moment, next moment it'll be rainy. But go back to my story. While me waiting for my code to run, I saw the weather app update for the next week, and it's gonna be snowing.
It better not be snowing too much. I can't go to the lab.
It's snowing on Tuesday, and then Wednesday is rainy and back snowing on Thursday.
Oh,
That's
really?
for Edinburgh, guys. I'm not sure about other places in the UK or other parts of Scotland.
I
but-
really hope it's not going to be snowing enough. I can't come to FLiB because I really need to do experiments.
Oh, I really want it to be snowy.
No, it can be snow, but like just a bit of snow on the grass that like makes it white, but the roads aren't snowed in, so you can still travel.
Yeah, not till snowed in, yeah. Or like an inch or two of snow, so we can have snowball fight. Or we can build a snowman, because I have my own private garden, so no one can steal my snow. So I have all the
Steal
snow
the
to
snow.
myself. I can build a huge snowman. Last year I tried that, but I lost to the neighbors. Well, they have 2 kids. I'm the only young adult in the house.
What do you mean you lost to the neighbours?
We had a competition between the neighbors. Like each of them build a snowman.
I see. Yeah, for a second I was like, wait, a competition in what? Like snowball fight? Because that would have been fantastic.
We should, but then just because like they're like kids as young as like 3-year-old, and if I join in,
Well, that's another 3-year-old.
she will be dead.
Oh.
I'm like throwing snowball at her because she's an easy target. I'm not saying I'm a big bully, but I need to pick my target smartly.
You're so evil.
It's fun though. Did you enjoy your snowball fight? When was the last snowball fight you have?
Oh, the last snowball fight I had was in second year at uni, so it was in 2017, or was it? No, it was January or February 2018.
It's 18.
Yeah.
That's where the
Yeah,
Beast
'cause-
from the East.
Mhm.
That's a good name, to be fair.
Yeah, and it was so snowed in that, so I lived in Bristol at the time,
Yeah.
and so it was just behind. I lived just behind the uni, which was great because I could walk to the uni in 5 minutes. Yes. And
Not like now, 2 buses after.
yeah, I know. But yeah, so it was Stokescroft in Bristol basically, and there's this park behind next to UE that you can go to, and it's got like a castle, and it's like illy, so everyone brought in bins or bin lids.
Bin lids.
Yeah, literally everyone brought in something to do some sleighing on, because there was these hills, well they're still there, but with the snow it was great to do it on. But then we just decided, let's be crazy, let's run down them. I know, right? Like, so we run down and
Well, run down the hill.
Yeah, run down the hill. So it was.
Why would you run? You can just like lie on your belly flat and then just go down, like,
Because this-
shooting down.
There's the thrill of running, and you can fall, and if you fall, it doesn't matter because it's snow. But
Would like to imagine you running down the hill.
long story short, we ran down the hill. I fell. We had a
Okay.
snowball fight. Then wanted to get close to this little pond because we wanted to take a selfie, but there's like a wire around the pond.
Why?
Because we wanted a selfie. We were.
No, I mean, why the wire around pond, not the selfie bit?
Oh, protection, I suppose.
From what?
Us. It worked in about 10% of cases because we were 10 and I was the outlier. So they all jumped successfully above the wire, and
Yeah.
I run up, jump, get my foot caught in the wire, and face palm into the sand. Not the sand, the snow. I've got footage of that on my Instagram. It's epic. There. Will it load?
You look funny.
I know.
Why would you think it's a good idea? Were you drunk?
No. No, that wasn't during the day. No, that was at 10 o'clock. Like, that was morning.
So you can drink in the morning in England. You're allowed to. Pubs serve drinks in the morning in England. I was in Manchester, and then I went to a Spoon for breakfast because I do cheap breakfast. And then people were drinking at like 9 in the morning, and they thought people in Scotland have alcohol problem.
Just because you can doesn't mean you should.
Well, people are drinking. So it could be
Yeah, but-
possibly that you were drunk. It's like, yes, let's jump over the barbed wire.
No. We just had literally coffee. We saw it was.
High of coffee. High from coffee.
Yeah, probably that. But literally, but we basically regressed to kids because we were having breakfast all together, which was a once in a lifetime kind of thing because it never happened. And
True.
Yeah, it never happens in like co-location. No, not co-locations. Sorry, not co-locations. Flat shares. And
Oh, okay.
because we all have different timetables and
Yeah.
But yeah, so we had breakfast all together. We saw the snow like falling down, and it was like, oh my god, we need to go outside. We need to enjoy this. At the time, we had a little garden, but it was tiny, so you couldn't really do really good snow. But like, let's say it was at grossly, it was probably 10 meters by 10 meters, so it was not the biggest garden.
No, yeah.
And
It's small.
there was 4 of us, so doing a snowball fight in that small of a garden, we'd run out of snow quite quickly.
And more aggressive probably, because like the range where you guys can run
Yeah,
around.
true.
You can just like slap someone's face accidentally.
True. But luckily, because we had a one-sided street, so on one side we had the houses, and on the other side there was the forest, and you cross the forest, you're at that park.
field.
Yeah, I was talking about with the hills and the little castle and stuff.
And a pond.
But yeah, so we were doing the snowball fight as we were crossing the forest, and then we got down the hill, snowball fight, got a selfie, I fell,
Aw,
and then walked back home
cute.
and I had hot chocolates while just watching YouTube videos.
Just to warm your heart with hot chocolate.
Yeah.
They're
So
always
nice.
magical, isn't it?
Yeah, especially like you have to do it with like a little bit of marshmallow.
On top of it, yeah, I've been doing that for several times. The last couple of weeks it's been cold, and then I'll sit in front of the fire and then drink hot cocoa while annoying the dog.
Annoying the dog.
Yeah, so the dog's spot, his spot is like his bed right in front of the fireplace. So he dominant the fireplace. Like, buddy, I love you, but I like to annoy him as well. He'll just chill there and I'm like tickle his tummy. Well, it's not really annoying, is it? Like,
It's more fuss in him.
yeah, just fuss. And then I think just cute, and he's just so warm. So yeah, the dog is fuzzy and warm, but that's a good thing about having a fire at home. Right, so since we're getting to the last bit of our podcast,
Yes, the time where we review the latest news in the science world.
right, and today I am going to talk about animal models in translational medicine, the use of animals in biomedical research.
Interesting.
Yeah, so I know so many people like against using animals for like drug testing,
Yes.
but I need to highlight people. We try our best to make it as ethical as possible.
What people don't know is when we rely on animal models, they will first have to prove that it works on a cell culture,
Yeah.
which is like human cells. But that's a theoretical model, like proof of concept, if you wish. Then after that, if we want to move to the next step, which would be animal models, we have to fill in ethical.
Approval
Yeah.
forms, yeah.
It goes through a huge process. It's not just, oh, I'm going to take a rat out of the field and start feeding it chemicals. No, it's like ethical process and stuff like that. They check how the different animals live, if the conditions are right, if we still meet the ethical reasoning behind it, and if we still can get approval after
Yeah.
that. And once we see positive results, then we move on to human trials.
Yeah, so we need to get approval of like the amount of animal use as well. So you have to justify, let's say we need like 150, you have to justify why is 150 through power calculation workshop that we had a couple of weeks ago.
Yes,
So that's an important workshop that I find it beneficial.
it was.
It was, yeah. So we do animal testing mainly in behavioral studies. So you want to study like the effect of drug on, let's say, Alzheimer's mice to see if the mice memory improve or not.
Okay, that's
So
interesting.
yeah, we can't use animal culture or organize because you don't,
Yeah.
because behavior
Yeah.
needs to study the whole organism as a whole and how they function. So we do like memory tests. For example, the mice need to swim in a platform, in a pool of water and find a platform, or just the mice go through maze, and then we repeat experiment to see if they can remember the route
That's
around the
interesting.
maze. Yeah. So not all animal studies are like violent, or that including like chopping
Well, no,
bits
exactly.
off.
They shouldn't.
It shouldn't, yeah.
That's the whole point. Listeners, they shouldn't.
They shouldn't. So the reason that we use animal model, we call it as a preclinical animal model for like treatment testing to see the effect and how the side effects, if there is side effects for a drug. So the consequences will be on this animal first, and hence the drug wouldn't be taken to human clinical trial. So it's for our own safety in the end of the day. That's why we don't just go straight from like the bench straight to human clinical trial.
Yeah, you want to check the toxicity of the
Yeah.
chemical first.
Yeah, so
Yes.
there's a terrible clinical trial incident in London many years ago.
What's that?
I think it's about like in 2016, where like they gave this 8 drugs to 8 men, and then their organ all start shutting down in the same
God.
time. So I was watching this documentary. I can't even remember the name. I think it's called Drug Trial When Failed. It's on YouTube, guys. So check it out. I might be able to provide the link later on. So yeah, and hence that's why we need animal model for clinical trials. So I think that's it for today, isn't it? That's it.
So yeah, guys, we'll see you in the next episode.
Keep following us on Facebook, Twitter,
And Instagram.
and we're on SoundCloud, Spotify, and Apple Podcasts now. Yes, finally.
We've reached it. We got the approval yesterday.
You're approved. So
We are
guys,
now within the ecosystem. Also, like last announcement, we will have a guest for our next episode.
Yeah, she's one of our course mates.
She's also one of the fellow student reps of the course.
Oh yeah, she is. Yeah.
You forgot?
I just can't remember people.
I can see that. Anyway, thank you guys, and we'll see you next time.
Happy listening. Bye.
Hey!